Good morning, students. Welcome in our English class. And today we will complete our topic perfect progressive tense. In earlier session, we have discussed present perfect progressive tense, and today we will continue past perfect continuous tense. The structure of the past perfect continuous tense. In past perfect continuous tense, we use first subject, helping verb had, helping verb been, plus verb and ing. It means base with one and ing. Past perfect continuous tense, we form the past perfect continuous tense with had plus been plus a verb plus ing. We use it to emphasize the continuation of an action that was in progress before another action or time in the past. In present perfect continuous tense, the work we have started in the past, but we have completed our work in the present. But in the past tense, we have started our work in past and we also have completed our work in the past. We have not started new work. For example, Sarah had been working here for 2 weeks when she had the accident. It means both the work had working here and had the accident, both are in past to show the cause of a past action. I had been traveling all night, so I was tired. The reason of the tiredness that he was traveling. I had been traveling. Both the work have done in the past. With time expression such as when, before, by the time, for, since and how long. In earlier video, when we have discussed the present perfect continuous tense, I told you about the since and the for. And in past tense, past perfect continuous tense, we also use since and for. He had been working for 2 hours when you interrupted him. And you can understand with this diagram, past perfect continuous tense, past, we have started the work in the past and we have completed that work in the past, not present. And there are some examples. I had been playing cricket, we had been playing cricket, you had been playing cricket, he, she had been playing cricket, they had been playing cricket. In present perfect continuous tense, we use has for singular and have for plural. But in past perfect continuous tense, we use both of the numbers had. And there is book exercise past perfect progressive. Past perfect progressive means past perfect continuous tense. Subject plus had been plus VI plus ing, object, since, for and the time. When Ravi reached the office, his clerk had been arranging files on his table. He had been doing this job efficiently for 8 years. Raj, as usual, had been dreaming about winning a lottery and Jay had been talking on phone. Discuss with your friends and decide which of the 3 timelines given below suits the above description. 1. Ravi reached office. Past. And his clerk had been arranging files in present. Second, his clerk had been arranging files. Ravi reached office. Both the work has done in the past. And third one is his clerk has been arranging files in past and Ravi reached office present. But I think second one is the right. Both the work has done in the past. In above the case, past perfect progressive tense is used to talk about an action. The clerk had been arranging files. that started before a certain point in the past. Ravi reached office had continued up to that time. It means both work has done in the past. Complete the following passage by filling in the blanks with the past perfect progressive. The Director General of Police told the press correspondents that they had arrested 10 terrorists belonging to ABC group from the south zone of the city. This group had been prowling in the city for 4 months. The members had been operating at two levels. Two of them had been supplying milk to the army headquarters and had been collecting information about the setup. They had been decoding the army secrets and had been sending this decoded message to their chief. The other members had been supplying them sophisticated tools and weapons for the purpose. They had been smuggling these weapons from a neighboring country. Past perfect progressive is used to talk about action that started before a certain point to the past and had continued up to the point. And in worksheet number 8, again we have some words and we will complete with the help of past perfect continuous tense. Police officer, what had you been doing when you heard the pistol shoot? I had been giving dictation to my secretary. And the words dictation to my secretary. Next, sleep in my cabin. I had been sleeping in my cabin. Talk on phone. I had been talking on phones. Work on computer. I had been working on computer. Read an important file. I had been reading an important file. Prepare a business plan. I had been preparing a business plan. Attend a meeting. I had been attending a meeting. Eating lunch in mess. I had been eating lunch in mess. Wait for Mr. Gupta. I had been waiting for Mr. Gupta. Clean chairman's cabin. I had been cleaning chairman's cabin. And in worksheet number 9, meet Madame Predicta with her superpowers. She can what a person had been doing just before meeting her. And not just that, she can also tell for how long or since when the person had been going that particular thing. Look at the following pictures which she can see and write what various people had been doing before meeting her. One example has been done for you. With my superpowers, I can see that before coming here, you had been sleeping for 3 hours. And the word sleep 3 hours. He had been sleeping for 3 hours. In second, talk 1 hour. He had been talking 1 hour for 1 hour. Watch TV, noon. He had been watching TV or television since noon. Since for the definite work time. Read newspaper 5 o'clock. She had been reading newspaper since 5 o'clock. Repair car whole day. He had been repairing car for whole day. Wait for bus half an hour. He had been waiting for bus for half an hour. Dance 1 hour. He had been dancing for 1 hour. For an hour. Swim 2 hours. He had been swimming for 2 hours. And chat over dinner evening. He had been chatting over dinner since evening. Relax on bench afternoon. He had been relaxing on bench since afternoon. Celebrate with friends 10 o'clock. He had been celebrating with friends since 10 o'clock. In all the sentences, we can see that we use for and since. And worksheet number 10, here again we tick for since and for. She had been dancing the age of 5 since. They had been planning to start a dance group since for 10 years. We don't know which 10 years are we are talking. Ramit had been working in a school July 10 before leaving it for a bank job since. She had been learning French since for 1 year. Again, 1 year is not the definite time. He had been going to the restaurant February since. The company had been producing good products over 20 years, for 20 years. The country had been winning the World Peace Prize since for the last 2 years, for the last 2 years. Manan had been decorating his room 2 hours when his parents reached home, for 2 hours. And do it yourself. The following sentences have one error each. Find the errors and replace them with the correct words. I have been living in the hostel 3 years now. Since 3 years now. 3 years, we don't know which 3 years are there. So we use for. Error, since, and correct word is for. Second, she had being, not being, been. For had and has, we use been, B-E-E-N. Being is the error and been is correct word. Jogging in the park for over an hour. Rohit had been worked. Worked is error. Had been continuous tense working as a manager before he left a job. Worked is error and working is correct word. Sam has been living on the semi-solitary diet before he was fully cured. Has, had, has is error and had is correct word. Rajat was being. For being we use has or had. Here Rajat has been visiting the children's park since July. And next is F. Rahul has been doing his homework for half an hour when his teacher called him. Here in this sentence has is the error because both the verb has been doing homework and teacher called him. Both are in both activity has done in the past tense. So has is the error and had is the correct one. Mohit have been pursuing a degree program for 6 months when he got the scholarship. Have we use for the plural number and Mohit is singular, so we use has. The detective has been observing Mohit for last Monday. Last Monday is the definite word, definite, and so we use since. Detective has been observing Mohit since last Monday. For is the error and since is the correct word. He had been reading the book since 2 hours when someone knocked at the door. Again, 2 hours, we don't know which are the which are 2 hours, and here we are talking 2 hours, and since is the error, and we use 4 in place of since, so 4 is the correct answer. He had been meditating for more than 3 hours now. Had. Here had is the error because we have started the work in past tense, and we have completed the work or continuing the work in the present. So had is the error and has is the right answer. And my dear students, we have completed this chapter, and in our next class we will start chapter 11, linkers. Thank you. Have a nice day.